Welcome to chemistry classes. In this video we are going to discuss about past paper 2 questions related to inorganic chemistry. Okay, here we include questions from chapter air and water, carbonate, sulfur. Okay, so see here first question from June 2007. Question number 33, June 2007. Okay, this question from air and water. Okay, the question asking here the pie chart represent the composition of air. This is pie chart. It represent composition of air. Here this is marked here. This part marked X. So what is X? So this is major part. This is second major part and third part. You know the composition of air. In air 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen. Okay, rest of them other gases. Okay, so this is major part. So this is major part. This is nitrogen. This is 21% oxygen. So oxygen. So X is oxygen and this part will be other gases. Clear? Okay, next one, question number 35. Okay, a bag of fertilizer, watch it grow. There is this question related to fertilizer. Okay, a bag of fertilizer, watch it grow, contains ammonium sulfate. Okay, ammonium sulfate. Then here potassium sulfate, ammonium sulfate. You know ammonium sulfate mean NH4 twice SO4, ammonium sulfate. Potassium sulfate, K2SO4. Okay, this question related to fertilizer. Okay, so here a bag of fertilizer which contain ammonium sulfate, potassium sulfate. Okay, so here question, which of three elements NPK does watch it dough contain? Watch it dough means the name of the fertilizer bag. Okay, so you know the three important elements for a fertilizer NPK. A good fertilizer must contain nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Okay, NPK. Out of NPK, which elements contain this fertilizer? Look here, ammonium sulfate means there is nitrogen. Okay, nitrogen is there. Okay, potassium sulfate, so K is there. There is nothing related to phosphorus, no phosphorus. So this is the answer. There is nitrogen, there is potassium, but there is no phosphorus. Okay, phosphorus coming from phosphate, remember this. Okay, generally nitrogen coming from nitrate, also ammonium. Nitrate and ammonium giving nitrogen. Nitrate and ammonium giving nitrogen. Okay, potassium giving K, potassium. Okay, phosphate giving. Okay, next one, question number 36. Question number 36. When limestone is heated very strongly in air, lime is made. What is the formula of limestone and lime? You know these things. This question from carbonate. Okay, so look here, calcium carbonate on strong heating, it will change to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, calcium carbonate on strong heating, it form calcium oxide, carbon dioxide. Calcium carbonate, it is limestone. Okay, calcium oxide, it is lime. Remember this, calcium carbonate on strong heating, it will be calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, this is example for thermal decomposition. Thermal decomposition means on strong heating one chemical breaking down into simpler substance. That process is thermal decomposition. So this is example for thermal decomposition. Also this chemical reaction example for endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction. Calcium carbonate on strong heating, it formed calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. It is endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction means chemical reaction absorb heat energy. Okay, so here limestone CaCO3. Okay, lime CaO. So this is the correct answer. Okay, limestone, calcium carbonate, lime, calcium oxide. Clear? Okay, next one, question number 36. Question number 36. When limestone is heated very strongly in air, lime is made. What is the formula of limestone and lime? You know these things, this question from carbonate. Okay, so look here, calcium carbonate on strong heating, it will change to calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, calcium carbonate on strong heating, it form calcium oxide, carbon dioxide. Calcium carbonate, it is limestone. Okay, calcium oxide, it is lime. Remember this, calcium carbonate on strong heating, it will be calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Okay, this is example for thermal decomposition. Thermal decomposition means on strong heating one chemical breaking down into simpler substance. That process is thermal decomposition. So this is example for thermal decomposition. Also this chemical reaction example for endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction, calcium carbonate on strong heating, it formed calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. It is endothermic reaction. Endothermic reaction means chemical reaction absorb heat energy. Okay, so here limestone CaCO3. Okay, lime CaO. So this is the correct answer. Okay, limestone, calcium carbonate, lime, calcium oxide. Clear? Okay, next one, question number 34. This question from November 2007. November 2007, question number 34. To grow rose, a fertilizer containing nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium is needed. For good yield, a fertilizer should contain a high proportion of potassium. Okay, so the question saying for a particular plant, for a particular rose, for better growth, it needs fertilizer which contain nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium. Also, the proportion of potassium must be higher compared to nitrogen and phosphorus. Okay, proportion of potassium must be higher. So, we have to choose one of the fertilizer from this table. So here question saying it must contain nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, but amount of potassium must be higher. So we have to choose this fertilizer. Here amount of potassium is higher. Also it contain a considerable amount of nitrogen and phosphorus. So this is answer. Okay, we cannot choose this okay, because potassium need higher. So potassium need higher mean this or this. Okay, but here look here, phosphorus 0. It need phosphorus also 0. So we cannot choose this. So only C is the answer. Clear? Okay, next one here, question number 35. A label on the bottle of spring water gives the following information. Okay, here a water bottle label contain following information. Here calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, hydrogen carbonate, sulfate, nitrate and chloride. Okay, the question asking here Look here, what is the total mass of singly charged positive ions in the water? What is the total mass? What is the total mass of singly charged singly charged positive ions in the water? To answer this question, you have to know calcium it is Ca2 plus, calcium Ca2 plus, magnesium Mg2 plus, potassium K plus, sodium Na plus, hydrogen carbonate HCO3 minus, hydrogen carbonate HCO3 minus, sulfate SO4 2 minus, nitrate NO3 minus, chloride Cl minus. Okay, you have to know these things. Okay, now the question asking singly positively charged ions. Here you know sodium and potassium single positive charge. Okay, what is the amount of K plus and Na plus? K plus and Na plus 1 and 6.5. 1 and 6.5. When you add this 7.5. 7.5. So this is the answer. Okay, so simple answer. You can answer this question simply, but you have to know these things. Okay, calcium, using your periodic table you can find calcium, magnesium, potassium, sodium, but chloride, these things you can find their charge using periodic table. These things also you learned in many chapters: nitrate, sulfate, hydrogen carbonate. Okay, so here answer is 7.5. Clear? Okay, let us see next question. Question number 36. When calcium carbonate is heated, compound X and gas are formed. Okay, what is the name of X and what is its use? We solved this type of question before. Here question saying calcium carbonate CaCO3 on strong heating, we know calcium oxide and carbon dioxide formed. So here the question saying calcium carbonate on strong heating, compound X and gas is formed. Only here calcium oxide it is solid state, carbon dioxide gas. So gas means carbon dioxide. So this is compound X. Compound X is lime. I told you before, this is the formula for lime. Okay, so compound X is lime. Calcium oxide it is basic. It is base. So it used to control acidity of soil. It used to neutralize acidity of soil. So this is the answer. Clear? Okay, next one, question number 35. This question from June 2008. Question number 35. Here four different sacks are given. Okay, four different sacks. Okay, here look here, calcium oxide, ammonium nitrate, potassium nitrate, and phosphate here potassium nitrate, ammonium nitrate, and calcium oxide. Okay, based on this, the question asking here, which sacks should be mixed to get complete fertilizer containing all essential elements needed by plants. So a good fertilizer must contain NPK. You know it, NPK, nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Okay, so the question asking which sacks should mix to get a good fertilizer. Okay, so it must contain nitrogen, phosphate, and potassium. Before I told you nitrogen getting from nitrate and ammonium, phosphate getting from phosphate. Okay, and here potassium getting from potassium. So which two sacks should mix together to get a good fertilizer which contain NPK? We have to mix here sacks 3 and 4 because here it contains potassium nitrate, nitrogen, K and N. Okay, superphosphate, phosphate which contain P. So when you mix 3 and 4, NPK. Okay, nitrogen is there, phosphorus is there, potassium is there. So we have to mix here 3 and 4. Clear? Next question, question number 36. Which of the following does not produce carbon dioxide? Here 4 different processes are given. Okay, so which process not producing carbon dioxide? Here first one, burning of petrol, it produce carbon dioxide. Burning of coke, okay, also it produce carbon dioxide. Adding hydrochloric acid into potassium carbonate, carbonate reacted with acid, it forms salt, carbon dioxide and water. So all these 3 processes producing carbon dioxide. Okay, but this process do not produce carbon dioxide. Addition of adding hydrochloric acid into carbon. When you add carbon into acid, carbon it is non-metal, it do not react with acid. Carbon it is highly inert. Okay, highly unreactive, it do not react with acid and do not produce carbon dioxide. Clear? Okay, next one, question number 33. This question from November 2008. Question number 33. Okay, question is, some pollutant gases present in the atmosphere because of the combustion of fossil fuels. For which gases this statement is correct? Some of the gaseous pollutant present in the atmosphere, okay, after burning fossil fuels. So here 3 gases are here: carbon monoxide, nitrogen dioxide, sulfur dioxide. So for which gas this statement is correct? Carbon monoxide formed by incomplete burning of fuels. Nitrogen dioxide formed from motor vehicles, okay, motor vehicle engine. Okay, sulfur dioxide, thermal power station, fossil fuels burning. So all these 3 gases formed from burning of fossil fuels. So first option is correct answer. Okay. Next one, question number 34. Air is a mixture of gases. Which gas is present in the large amount? Air is a mixture of gases. We know 21% oxygen, but 78% is nitrogen. So nitrogen is largest amount, nitrogen. Clear? Okay, next one, question number 35. Here these are the experimental setup. Okay, the experiment shown on the diagram was set up. Which tube had the highest water level after 1 month? Okay, here these are the experimental setup. Here 4 different experiment. Here different test tube kept on the water surface. Okay, and here there is iron wool, and each here first test tube contain nitrogen gas, here hydrogen gas, also here iron wool, but here air, here oxygen. This experiment related to rusting of iron. Okay, rusting of iron. Here we know the condition for rusting of iron. Iron will be rust in presence of air and water, especially oxygen and water. Okay, condition for rusting air and water. In air, oxygen gas is using for rusting. So here in this experiment, the level of water will be upper here because more oxygen here, oxygen is using for rusting. So here water level will be higher after 1 month. Clear? Okay, next one, question number 36. An excess of fertilizer on a field can be dissolved by rainwater and washed into a stream and rivers. Fertilizers can then find in the way into water supplies. Okay, which process at the water work, if any, which process at the water work, if any, would remove this fertilizer? This question saying when we use excess amount of fertilizer in field, it will wash away from land, it will move from the land by dissolving this fertilizer in rainwater, and it will reach into different water bodies, rivers, lakes, etc. From there it will reach in water supplies. So how can we remove this fertilizer from water supplies? If there is any process, this process such as filtration and chlorination helps to remove this fertilizer from water bodies, asking this question. So here filtration and chlorination cannot separate fertilizer from water bodies. Okay, filtration and chlorination cannot separate fertilizer from water bodies. Clear? Next question number 37. When added in turns to 4 solution, aqueous sodium carbonate give the following result. Which solution is acidic? Here question saying aqueous sodium carbonate added to 4 different solution. These are the 4 different solution. These are the 4 different observation after adding aqueous sodium carbonate into 4 different solution. So which result showing one of them is acidic? Okay, here you have sodium carbonate. This sodium carbonate added into 4 different solutions separately. Okay, so one of this solution is acidic. Okay, so which observation showing acidic solution? Here sodium carbonate, any carbonate, after mixing with dilute acid, it produce carbon dioxide and water. For example, sodium carbonate mean Na2CO3. Na2CO3 after reacting with hydrochloric acid, it form NaCl, carbon dioxide and water. NaCl, carbon dioxide and water. Okay, so there will be bubbles of gas, there will be brisk effervescence, or you can say there will be bubbles of gas will be there, fizzing of gas will be there. Okay, so here which observation showing presence of acidic solution? Here bubbles of gas form. Okay, so when we mix carbonate, sodium carbonate, potassium carbonate or calcium carbonate with acidic solution, carbon dioxide gas will be formed, effervescence gas will be formed. Clear? So these are the questions. Okay, so these are the questions we are discussing here. Rest of the questions we will discuss next video. Okay, thank you for watching this channel. Please subscribe the channel. Okay, share this videos to your friends, then like the video. Okay, at the end you have one question. You have to solve this question and write the answer in comment box. Clear? See here the question. Water must be purified. Water must be purified before it is suitable for use in the home. Which process are used to remove solid impurities and bacteria? To remove solid impurities, you have to choose chlorination or filtration. To remove bacteria, chlorination, filtration. So you have to find the correct answer from this option, then write the answer in the comment box. Okay, so see you.